Greetings, friends. Prepare for another thrilling journey as we delve into Reddit's most bizarre tales. We're plunging deep into the quirkiest corners of the web. Grab your popcorn and join us on this adventure. Remember to hit subscribe and like. Let's begin. I got married last year in July. Everything seemed perfect. We were from different countries and met through mutual family friends. For the first 6 months, we lived apart while my immigration papers were being processed. We spoke every night. After long conversations, she would say goodnight and tell me she was going to sleep. But I started noticing that she stayed online on WhatsApp for hours afterward. I asked her about it several times, but she always avoided giving me a direct answer, which made me doubt everything. Eventually, I moved to her country and we started living together. She would leave for work early in the morning and come back in the evening. I couldn't stop thinking, what if she's having an affair? These thoughts became obsessive, and I felt like I was losing my mind, unable to think about anything else. One day, I decided to check her laptop and found a letter from her best friend, a woman. Out of sheer curiosity, I started reading it. That letter completely shattered my world. It turned out they had been in a relationship. It detailed everything, their memories when their relationship began, how they couldn't keep their hands off each other, and even how my wife had slept with her the night before our wedding. There were many more details. I was devastated but didn't say anything to my wife. I assumed that all of this had happened before our marriage, even though we were already engaged at the time. I kept it all to myself. But then I decided to check their messages to confirm whether it was truly over or not. To my shock, I found that their relationship was still ongoing. A full-on romantic relationship, not just physical, but emotional as well. Yet I remained silent. One day, my wife took a pregnancy test, and it was positive. We were going to become parents. I was incredibly happy. However, I thought it was time to confront her and ask her to end everything. At first, she denied everything, but when I provided her with the details, she admitted it and said she had ended it, and that I would have to trust her. I agreed. I even agreed to her continuing the friendship with that friend, hoping she would come to her senses. But later, I checked her messages again and saw that she was apologizing to her friend for getting pregnant, saying sorry for breaking her trust. I couldn't take it anymore and snapped. In my anger, I said some harsh things to my wife and demanded that she choose between me and her friend. She chose me. But then my wife told me that my words and anger had hurt her and that she was now afraid to live with me, fearing for her safety and the safety of our child. She turned everything around, making it seem like it was my fault. She accused me of violating her privacy by reading her messages and said that she is an independent woman and that I have no right to tell her who she can be friends with. It's her choice, and I have to trust her. That one moment of anger made me the bad guy. I feel awful and unhappy. Nevertheless, I apologized for my anger and told her I was okay with whatever she wanted to do. Since then, she hasn't allowed me to touch her, saying that she doesn't feel like it because of the pregnancy, and that I need to give her time to get over what *I* did to her. I want to keep this marriage together for the sake of our child, if not for love. I do love her, but I'm not receiving any love in return. Sometimes it becomes suffocating.